Hi guys, and welcome to All About the Philippines. Now today we're going to have a chat about where to live in the Philippines. So if you're going to move to the Philippines, where would you actually live? Now I'm giving this from my perspective. I'm an Australian living in Australia, married to a Filipino wife. So these are the things that I would probably do in order to decide where I want to live if I was going to go and move to the Philippines to retire or to live over there. So the first thing I would do is I'd decide whether I want to live in the province or the city areas. So it depends what sort of lifestyle you're wanting to have. Is it the more hustle and bustle of the big cities like Manila or Cebu? Or is it the more quiet lifestyle out in the provinces, you know, the Luzon provinces or the provinces of Visayas or Mindanao? So that's the first thing you've got to think about and say, well, what do I want from my life? Because you're going to be living there, you've got to be happy living in that situation. You don't want to get into the city and find out, oh, geez, I really hate it here. Well, I guess you could, and you could always move. You really wouldn't want to be going buying a condominium in the city, which is going to set you back a few million pesos at least, and then realise you don't like it, and then you've got the problem of trying to sell that condominium, which can be quite difficult because there are a lot of condominiums in the cities, and they're not all full. So once you've decided, hey, yeah, okay, I want to live either the city or the province, then you've got to think about the weather. Now, while people typically think of the Philippines as all tropical, which it is, it's a tropical area, there is one or two places in the Philippines you can get away from that heat where it's not so intense. So looking at, if you don't mind the hot weather constantly, then down around Manila, Cebu, all those areas, that's fine. But there is ways to escape the heat. You can go up to places like Baguio, which is probably 7 or 8 hours north of Manila, and it's up in the mountains. So obviously being higher up in the mountains, it's not as hot a weather all the time. And at night, it actually does cool down to where you might even need a blanket on at night. So the weather there isn't as intense as what you'll find in other parts of the Philippines. So if you're a person that wants the Philippine lifestyle but don't really like the heat, somewhere like Baguio could be an ideal option for you. Another big factor, especially for us Westerners, is internet. Do you want fast internet? Do you want reasonable internet? Or it doesn't matter about the internet? Very important thing. So someone like myself who does a YouTube channel obviously would need to have pretty good internet, as quick as you could possibly get in the Philippines, which by the same way isn't always up to the standard you might get in countries like USA or Australia, but still it can be good enough to upload reasonably quickly videos. Some areas I've been to in the Philippines, especially around province areas, it has taken me up to 24 hours to upload a video, 7 or 8 minute video. So something to really consider if you're a vlogger or if you like to do videos or upload things to your computer, then consider internet, because that can be a real bugbear in the Philippines. The next thing is shops. Do you want to be close to some big shopping centres, or how far away from a shopping centre do you want to be? You can go to province areas and still be within half an hour of a reasonable sized shopping centre. So it would be a matter of doing your due diligence and research and find out which areas you would be happy living in and how far away from the shops you want to be. So it'd be about scouting, and to do that, of course, when you go to the Philippines, you might go there for 2 or 3 months, and you may scout your way around and find different, 2 or 3 months if you're interested in seriously moving to the Philippines, and then scout your way around to the different areas, maybe around Luzon and Visayas and Mindanao, wherever you want to check out to see where you'd like to live, and then find out the location of the shops and how far away you could live from those shops quite comfortably. And the other factor too is, of course, pollution. Now, if you have allergies, you don't like pollution, then you wouldn't want to be living in the city, because the Manila in particular is quite heavily polluted. So from the traffic and everything like that. So pollution's another big factor there. Now, of course, like I say, once you go visiting Manila, you'll have a pretty quick idea straight away whether that's the sort of place you want to live. I think for a lot of foreigners, they seem to go to places like Dumaguete, Subic Bay, Davao. And there are a few places, and maybe even Baguio. There are a few places that seem to be frequented by foreigners, and a lot of those places foreigners do go and retire in as well. So that's just a few options, guys. So it's a lot to think about. I hope this has got you thinking a little bit about, where you might want to live if you go to the Philippines. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments box. Of course, share the video around to anyone who might be thinking about going to the Philippines, and of course subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to get more videos. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. Take care, and bye for now.